So, did you figure out what you're dressing up as tomorrow?
He wants to dress up as a real guy who murdered 9 people last year.
Oh, you're not doing that?
It's just a costume. You think that guy's still out there?
What's up with you and this clown all of a sudden? You're like obsessed.
They never found his body. What if he decides to come back here?
I wouldn't worry about it.
Wait a minute, aren't you that guy from the costume shop?
Sir, what are you doing?
It wasn't me.
He was covered in blood on his shirt and his hands when he got here.
I'm telling you, it was him, Ellie. Right down to the little black dot on the tip of his nose.
You're really weird, you know that?
I believe him.
About what? Something really bad's gonna happen tonight.
No, I know when Jonathan's lying, okay? I could hear it in his voice. Something's wrong.
Look, we're gonna have fun. Stress-free environment.
Yep.
Speaking of surprises, kids, we have a very special guest with us today, all the way from Miles County. Please welcome Art the Clown.
The movie we're going to talk about is Terrifier 2 in 2022. Here's the storyline. After being resurrected by a sinister entity, Art the Clown returns to the timid town of Miles County, where he targets a teenage girl and her younger brother on Halloween night. Directed by Damien Leone, written by Damien Leone. Here's the cast. Lauren LaVera as Sienna, David Howard Thornton as Art the Clown, Jenna Cannell as Tara Hayes, Catherine Corcoran as Dawn, Samantha Scafaldi as Victoria Hayes, Kaylee Hyman as Brooke, Katie McGuire as Monica Brown, Casey Harnett as Allie, and the cast goes on. Alright, folks. Me and Lil Gru on Puke 'em Up Podcast reviewed the first Terrifier, and I'm solo now, so I'm going to do it on the Gruesome Herzog podcast. I'm kind of like torn in this movie. I can remember comments saying that people were fainting at the theaters watching this film. I'm thinking, okay, interesting. So I went in this open-minded. I wanted to see it because I liked the first one. And I know, a lot of speechless here. The kill scenes in this movie was over the top. Really over the top. I mean, he's like killing people and he's like ripping skin and ripping hearts out and just going absolutely ape shit on murdering these poor people. Okay, if you're a gore hound, great. I mean, I love horror. It doesn't have to be gore for me to love horror. And I don't mind gory films either. I mean, if they're going to throw in gore, there really has to be a reason why. I mean, it could be a simple violent kill for a reason, but if he's just going around town just literally mutilating bodies, okay, I get it. But some of the scenes in this movie is like, really? Is this comedy? Is this a horror? I guess it's both. I mean, I'm not bashing it. It was a fun watch. It really was. But for the mother to come home and see her daughter like that in the bed, what he did to her, it's pretty creepy itself. But that's one of those violent kills that I'm just trying to figure out, was there a reason for him killing these people? Or was it just art being art? You know what I mean? I think they spun it a different way than what the first one was. And the way he died is interesting. I don't want to say too much. I don't want to ruin the film for anybody who didn't see it. But the one girl that was missing from whatever years ago, I didn't quite understand the glowing eyes. I mean, was she dead? I'm assuming she was. Is it an entity? I'm assuming. They kind of threw something in there that didn't quite, I don't know, just Just kind of weird. But that being said, again, it's well acted, well shot, great storyline. It's a fun little film. I just questioned all the overkill of the kills, but hey, I guess it's no different than watching a cannibal. Other than that, well put together film. So if you haven't seen it, check it out. Terrifier 2 in 2022. This is Gruesome Herzog. I give this film an 8 out of 10. It's well worth a watch. If you like the gore, extensive gore, and then this movie's for you. Again, I don't mind it. I'm not a pussy. I don't mind it at all. I just would like to have a reason for it, but it's a movie. That being said, this is Gruesome Herzog, and I'm out of here.